What's good with the YouTube? You already know Real Talk with Flacco coming live and direct, man. As you guys already know, this is a little bit different platform where we discuss kind of sensitive issues, world issues, community issues, and whatnot, man. And I got a special guest, man, that I was watching his YouTube videos, man, and he's lightweight a comedian, man, real funny, but then he also has some knowledge to what he spits, man. And that's Jay the Realist. How you doing, brother?
I am doing good, man. Thank you for having me on, man.
Man, on this channel, we kind of like, you know, just be ourselves, man. We just spit what we want to spit, man. No shots at Gunner though.
Got
Okay,
you, got you, got
okay,
you, got you.
okay. You guys take care of that on your guys' channel.
For
So
sure.
let's know a little bit about you, man, before we go into some things. I want to talk about you were talking about black and brown relationships and
Yeah,
blacks, and I want to talk about that because I think that's really key, man. Because I think one of the biggest issues that we're experiencing is labels. You know what
yep,
I'm saying?
for
So
sure.
go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say.
So growing up in California all my life, man. I've lived in Washington, D.C. I lived in other states as well, but predominantly here in California, Northern California to be exact. When I lived in San Jose, back when I'll say between 12 to 15, I didn't have any racial tensions with Hispanics. None with the Southsiders, Northerners, nobody. I had no racial tension. I didn't come across that. Here in Sacramento, where I currently live, where I spent the majority of my life, I have never seen any of that. And I do believe from family and other people and from going down in LA, they have that tension down there. They have, the racial guidelines. We just don't have that here. And a lot of YouTubers were, they were speaking on that. And I was thinking in my mind, like, I wanted to, this is before I had my YouTube channel, I wanted to say, we don't have that issue up here. So all you YouTubers from Northern California that's jumping on their bandwagon, trying to, get views off the issues that they're having going on, don't start that here in Northern California. We don't need that. Now, there are little pockets, small pockets in these little cities that may have tension, but it's nothing compared to how it is out there. And I was just trying to address that, man. Like, I don't think I know, all right, for instance, Northern California, and you guys can chew me up if I'm wrong, but up north, right, when it comes to the black and brown, mainly the Norteños and blacks, there's not much different other than skin tone. I mean, when you look at how we dress, we all dress alike. We all say bro. We all talk alike. We all get hyphy. It's the same shit. Only difference I see is skin color. But when you get locked up, whether it's county or prison, now that's where those are. We don't like them, won't mess with them. But it's not like that on the streets, man.
Let me ask you a question, man. What do you feel about people who aren't, African American, black? Whatever, I don't know which term you want me to use, right? But I use all of
Whatever.
them. I
Yeah.
use all of them, bro. What do you think about those that use the N word? Because I know a couple. I have a couple OGs I talk to, and they don't like it.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I'm not all right. I don't have it. It depends. All right. See, it depends. All right. So I grew up. My few Hispanic partners I got, they say it. I grew up with them. I stayed around them when we were younger. They kind of picked it up. I grew up in a Crip area, so I say cuz a lot. They never picked that up, but they did pick up the N word. Uh, do I use it a lot? Of course, every day, all day. Sometimes even at work, I slip up and say it. But other races saying it, as far as the Hispanics, like I said, I don't, I don't know how,
It depends
I
the
don't know how I
individual.
feel. It depends on the individual, man. That might sound fake hey, that might sound fake, but for real, like it depends on it. If I know you and we rocking, then you ain't we in my house chilling, whatever. It's
Yeah.
cool. But I can take them around some OGs that'll look at me like you ain't gonna check your mans, and they'll holler at him like, hey, don't say that around me. I think it's eras, man. They grew up in a different era where that word really meant something. And I feel like blacks, we made a platform, we created this word, and it's in every song, it's in movies. It's
It is, bro. I
we
mean,
made it okay. And to be mad at somebody for saying it now that we made it, we call ourselves that. So for us to be mad at another race for using that, whether it's towards us or towards themselves, it is what it is. My grandma used to tell me, man, the word itself meant ignorant. Like it had no harsh meaning behind it. It meant ignorant. I mean, as far as racist, it had no racism behind it. It just meant ignorant. And so if that white man wants to call his friend ignorant, then be yourself. Do what you do.
You know, my opinion is on it is this, right? I've always said this. I've seen people where they fucking every third word they're using it.
Yep.
You should be able to say that around a black man just as much as you're saying around when he's not there. That's my opinion on it.
Yes, and you know why they don't? Because like I told you, some people they get offended, they're not having it. But that goes to say this. Let me ask you this. So it goes to say this. Let me say this. So I'm black, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like if I was around some Hispanics. How would they feel if I was calling them what's a Hispanic term like NA or SA or whatever they call themselves? I don't know what they call
They
themselves.
do though. They do though.
Oh, for real?
Man, when I was
Like
growing
black?
up, they used to all those essays over there, Mexico. We used to back in the days in high school, we used to fight a little bit. You mean?
Well, SA, that's we're speaking about that's gang. But what are some?
What about WAC 100? What he said? Go to your what did he say? He said go, why don't you go to your Chile con Papa channel?
I don't know what that is. I
like,
remember that though, but I don't know what that
yeah.
Chile con Papa. I don't know what that. That was pretty. I think
this is my theory, right? I sat back and observed everything from there, right? I told you we were talking earlier, and I said, that's part of the reasons why I brought JT on, man. The big figure, man, because we wanted to show how it is up north and shit a little bit, man. Like that, there is interactions, could be respect. Now, there's going to be good dudes and bad dudes that are black and Mexican everywhere you go, white, everything. Yep. There's going to be good dudes and bad dudes. A lot of people are faulty anyways, everywhere nowadays, exactly. Right? So, I think though, if people want to address these issues, right, they got to address everything as far as they got to be transparent with everything that's an issue, everything that could be taken as racial overtones. But they got to pick and choose their battles, because are we turning into our own cancer culture? You know what I'm saying? Are we getting too petty to where we can't even fucking joke around or say certain things that people get offended by? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's exactly what it's coming down to. Because me myself, I like to joke. I think I'm a sort of a comedian, right? I like to be funny, but there's times where I don't like to be. I like to be serious. And if I can create a platform where I can just express myself, be myself, sure, I'm gonna make a few people mad. I'm gonna have some haters in the comment section, but I'm expressing myself. And if I can get a group of people who love expressing themselves too, man, we can have a podcast of just some crazy conversations, some good debates. Hispanics there, blacks there, whites there, Asians, and everybody's getting along. And to bring that other topic back up, for the people, we'll be doing it for everybody, not just when I do it I don't say for my people, for my black people. I'm not just trying to reach that audience. I'm trying to go beyond that. I already have that. I have the skin color already. That's me. But my goal is to go beyond that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people got an issue with that. And I don't see the problem with wanting to go beyond that and reach out to, like I said, the Asian community or the Hispanic community, white Caucasian community.
That's what I see that's going on a little bit is there's too many labels on things nowadays.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like whether you're racist, whether your sexual orientation, whatever, this and that, active, dropout, you're this and that, everything has a label attached to it. And the bottom line, we're all human. You know what I'm saying? People forget that, man. And we all go through different issues. We all have our own skeletons. You know what I'm saying? We all have things that we struggle with that maybe sometimes people don't know, man. And I've been talking a lot about labels lately, because I think everything people put labels and they expect that's just who you are. You know what I'm saying?
No, it don't work like that. What when you say labels, give me an example.
For instance, dropout.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some people think, okay, they get a whole figment idea in their head. Okay, dropout's going to be some dude or whatever they may have done in their past to be there. They're going to have that. People think that's what they carry on for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like I was looking at all the stuff with all the gang stuff, like, unity and all that. You can't unite two groups or any groups when you fucking are still putting labels on things. It just isn't going to exist.
And that's exactly what I was talking about, man.
That
was one of my, I don't know if you went back far enough. That was one of my videos, about unity. There can't be unity, if there's no labels.
If you have no labels and you have no allegiance anywhere. When you put a label to something, then people think that's what you are and that's who you're about and that's everything. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's what I was discussing with on my channel, trying to get past that. And that's going to be hard. I'm just one voice with, a few subscribers, but if one person can hear me and follow that, follow that path I'm trying to set, then somebody else will, and somebody else will, and before you know it, there won't be no labels. That may take 5 years, that may take 10 years, but it can be done.
It could be political party, it could be whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, religion. Everything has a label attached to it, but that
Yep.
doesn't define who you are as a human being, because
Nope.
you could be any one of these labels and you could be a fucking solid dude or a piece of shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I see it all the time, man. Like, I think I brought that up before. Like, someone's like, okay, like, see, you're not active in the gang life no more, dropout, right? Oh, you're a piece of shit. Well, hold on. Piece of shit to who? What? Less than 1% of the population? The rest of 99% of the civilians out there that are living life the right way, I'm not going to be viewed in those eyes. Because I changed. You get what I'm saying? People attach labels to the confinements of how they live their life.
So
therefore, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Let me cut you off, but let me jump in on that before I forget it. So as far as the labels and the dropping out and the non-actives, as far as me, I ran with the Crips from 13 on up. I got put on at 14. I'm from a small section in Sacramento. I was run with a small section over here that's really not active anymore. Another group came and took over. Now they run in that little area.
The G Block?
No. It's called it was TBH, man. Trussell Block North area, man. If anybody know about the Arden area, they know about Trussell Block.
Oh, Arden Dell?
No, Arden Arcade.
Okay, I've been Arden.
It's an area in Sacramento where a group now called Trigger Mob. They run it. It's all of them over there. Not too far from HPS Howell Park, so Daniels. Not too far from their neighborhood. But this was back in like the early, I'll say 2000s. Eventually all of us started going to jail. People started dying off. People started moving away, and it kind of just trickled down, and we kind of went our separate ways. Now, I never stopped telling people I'm a Crip. I never stopped saying that. Am I active anymore? No. Does that make me a dropout? No,
because you guys' politics are a little bit different, but then there's also some of those that have been able to do that. You know what? I got to bring something up right now so everybody knows. Remember when I talked about the riot and with the Bulldogs in Solano?
Yeah.
Guys?
You're talking about it.
He's the one that told me back then about the crazy fucking slicing and all that, and then it wasn't true, and I had everybody fucking bashing me for it. You know that, right?
So no. So I don't know what information you had. I was going solely based on the information I received from a reliable source.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't get his facts right. Maybe he didn't.
Yeah. That sometimes happens. Wires get crossed, man. You know what I'm saying? But I heard from 2 or 3 people at the time. But it looked like what happened was it was being over. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I like this topic though, man. What do you think needs to be done? Like, have you seen Charleston White?
Hey, that's yeah. I ain't gonna say, hey, listen, man. The world needs a Charleston White, and let me tell you why. It's a couple of reasons why. He's a comedian. He's funny as hell. Dude make me laugh. Like especially when he's telling jokes or getting on people that I don't say I know personally, but I grew up looking at, admiring, and he just clowning them. It's funny to me, man, that these hard ass rappers, these people who rap about drugs and killing and harming black people, and selling dope, and they backing down, they asking the community for help to cancel them. Why? Like what's his name? T.I. Yeah, I need the community's help. Why you need our help? You the motherfucker making, you the one with millions. You the one who just got caught with all them guns. You got access to all that. What do you need our help for? Which one of these, these citizens you think are going to go do something to him for you?
Yeah.
Nobody. Charleston White, he's just like the rainbow hair guy. They did what they did. They talked they trash, and they're still walking. And ain't nothing going to happen to them.
Now, how much outcry do you think there would be if a Mexican was doing that though, and talking about blacks though?
The truth is, the media would
probably pick it up. It'd be more of an issue.
It'd be a whole riot and some more, and that's one thing about black people. A lot of us are sensitive when it comes to certain situations. You know what I'm saying? We are. Any little thing happen, the media's on it. We're on it. I don't know if that's just because of history. I don't know if it's because of history, but it is a lot of things I don't take serious. I just say, oh, okay, whatever. It ain't affected me, my household, my family, my little community, my little group. I try to like, you know, stay away from that because I can get involved and you'll see me out there with a sign, right, a protest and all that, but it gets nowhere. Like I did a story on BLM.
What do you think about them? To me, they're too political. I don't really. I'm all for human rights and black rights,
Yeah.
everything, right? I don't like the BLM movement. I just don't.
Now this is my thing on them. In the beginning, I was all for it. I wasn't around when the Black Panthers was doing their movement, but that generation was all for them.
My
I
friend's
felt
dad
like
was one.
this.
My friend's dad was one of the, I think the first five.
Okay, yep.
You know what I
I
mean?
felt like this was my time. This was my generation. This is our era. BLM is our Black Panther. They're speaking for us, you know? And then I got to thinking and watching. Well, they just shut down 3 schools here. I don't see BLM nowhere coming to put it, no parks up in a place. I don't see no recreational centers out here in Sacramento. This is the capital. Like I don't see no food drives. No, where'd all that money go for one? You know, I don't see a lot of stuff that I thought I would see. You know, and then all of a sudden it's like it just ended. What were the motives behind all this?
It became a political party. I think anytime a movement, when you have a movement for whatever purposes, right, to go against oppression and anything like that that tries to suppress
Yeah,
your actions, I think you got to keep politics out of it because
I get it.
if you keep politics out of it, you could obtain more people that will gravitate towards it, that will support it. Once you get politics involved in it, they became more of a Democrat party, straight up. The
Yeah,
BLM did. You know what I mean? And I'd see weekend warriors. Like it's funny, man, because I was living in the Santa Cruz area for a while, right? And I see all these crazy people go to march and do all this protesting down there and all that, right? The same people that lived in Aptos and Capitola, right, in their nice houses.
yep,
You go walk through the neighborhood like that, you're Mexican or black, they're the same ones that are going to be calling the cops. But they
yeah.
feel good about themselves being out there holding a sign, man. I was in Portland and I was laughing my ass off, right? I was looking, I was like, man, there's no black people. I was like, it was over. I was like, I couldn't understand it, man. I was like, man.
No, serious. I was downtown Sacramento. I was working at the time, and they was doing their, you know, they're rallying through there. And my boss, I had the day off. Look, I had the day off. My boss said, "Can you come in and work? We need you to guard the building." I said, "What?" They said, "Yeah, you and a few other guys want to guard the building so they don't break our windows." So, you know, I let it go. I knew what they was doing it for. You know, they figured blackface, black rally, well, nothing happened. I stood out there, and granted, there was very few brothers and sisters out
You're
there.
probably like, these fucking white people are crazy.
Dude, it was literally the white people breaking windows, spray painting.
Yeah.
I didn't see no black people protesting. It kind of made me, you know, sit back and wonder, like, well, what are we doing this for?
Because
We all could text about this and tweet about it and make posts about it, but we're not out here, you know. And granted, we all can be out there protesting, but there has to be something in the end. What do we want? What are we doing it for?
you know what? You know what's weird though, right? And this is me being very unbiased when I make this statement.
Yeah,
It's cool that the black community gets support from, like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But I notice whenever it's a Hispanic or someone else, you don't get the media outcry. You don't get the
Yeah.
attention. You don't. It doesn't fit the political narrative, is what I feel. I think they play the race card for politics, as far as like they're trying to use the black vote and the black oppression and whatnot at times, right? That's from my experience because
Hey, I think you got a good point there. I've noticed a lot of things about, especially the Hispanics, a lot of things that are going on right now. You know, right now today, you know what they're doing with the.
it's cool that the attention's there. Don't get me wrong, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I wish the same energy would be across the board. Like when what's his name? Mario Gonzalez got killed in Alameda.
Yep.
They didn't have no outcry. When that dude got killed by the CHP over there, that happened a month before George Floyd. Did you see that one?
Yeah, yeah.
I think he was white, but still, it doesn't
He was
matter. He's a
white.
human, and they didn't have no attention on that, and they held that case closed for a year
Yeah.
till the footage came out. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I think they do have black organizations, right? Who will go at these media, these news channels, and you know everybody else to get this stuff out there. I can't say I've seen a Hispanic group really push a hard line for their people when stuff happens. You know,
that's true.
I mean, the blacks do it all the time. They do it. I haven't seen the Caucasian community do it. You know, I just haven't seen these groups get down like how the black group get down. I just wish that the black groups would, when they start something, finish it. Don't just stop and be like, well, what happened to BLM? What are they doing with this? Or what are they doing with that? Because that was my question. What are you guys doing with all that money you guys got? what is the end game? What do we want? What do we want?
Yes, she get her nails done. She's getting her hair
Something.
done.
Hey, I didn't get none of it.
You know what I mean? They over there having a party with Nancy Pelosi at Nancy Pelosi's house.
God, man, like it's crazy. Like I was watching the news, bro.
Oh
and
shit.
It was sad. It was something about the people that was brought over here from Mexico. They got shipped somewhere at some. Did you see that? They got shipped to some church and left behind, and it was just a whole big ruckus going on. I didn't see not one YouTuber really getting on that topic. Like it was just like, okay, the news brought it up and let it go. And I just sat back and watched, but anything else that happened in the Black community, I feel like YouTubers are quick to upload and talk about it. Why? Because we are a hot topic. It seemed like, it's going to get the followers, going to get the views.
Especially the rap scene. The rap scene's very huge right now.
Yep.
Look at 1090 Jake and stuff, man. He blew up off the rap scene. So
yeah,
if you can dial in, people are trying to dial in slowly, and they're trying to fucking, it's like throwing spaghetti at the wall. You're going to see what's going to stick with your channel. What can, take you to a whole nother level.
And so I have no problem with that. By all means, it's YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You have the right.
But you know what? You're going to have some people that are going to have issues if you talk about like, I've had people say, "Oh, this is Southern business," or "This is, this is Black business." You're going to have those people that do that too. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? And to those people, block, because let me tell you, there's no such thing as Southern business or Crip business or Black business or white business. It's on YouTube, bro. It's business. It's everybody's business. There's no.
That's true.
It's everybody's business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
can't
say,
man.
Okay, this is just Northern Cali business. Don't speak on it. No, it's in California. It's on the internet. It's everybody's business.
So, sometimes you're going to see a topic and it may not be your area, but you're like, you know what? I'm going to touch on that, man. Let's, let me see what I can elaborate on, man. So
I do it all the time.
Sometimes people are so sensitive. You got to be like, it's like you pick and choose what's necessary, because I do a lot. Sometimes I'm looking at something like, how much backlash am I going to get for this?
Yeah.
Is this really worth doing it? And then I weigh my options. And then sometimes I'll rock with it, sometimes I won't. And sometimes I'll rock with it and it doesn't work out. And I'm like, fuck, I did that to get the, you know what I mean? And sometimes it works, man. So it's like,
So that's like me. So I don't, when I upload a video or I bring up a topic, it's definitely not for views. I'm gonna tell you right. No, it is for the views. It's not for the subscribers. The subscribers, look, if you're gonna rock with me and subscribe, by all means, come fuck with your boy. But it's the views. If I can get, let's say, 10,000 people to see my video, that's 10,000 people I didn't know who got the chance to hear what's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Whether they subscribe or not. Like there was one time I did a video on North Daniels, right? And the North Daniels hit me up like, bro, what is you doing? You in Northern California? Like, do one on us. Do a topic on us. They ain't even active no more. And I was like, that group ain't active no more. I'm gonna go over there and find out. So I drove over there and did a whole tour, recorded it, ran into somebody who gave me a little bit of insight on what's going on, and I uploaded it. And
that's also good too, man. That's also good too. Is probably that'd be a good one too. Is to go into different hoods and film the hoods, man.
That's what I was.
The hoods aren't the same like they used to be, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back in the days, people be posting. You can't post. Sacramento, you can't go outside without getting shot nowadays.
And that's another thing I was going to bring up too. I said that in my very last video. I have a target on my back, and all I wear is black every day. Nobody know if I'm a Crip, nor if I'm a Blood, nor if I'm a North Daniel, because they got black North Daniels. It's like they got black Southsider. They don't know, but I still get approached. I can't even walk to the store.
Tell me you're a Blackwood.
Hey.
You really have fucked up, man.
Hey, for real, like when I walk to the store, let's just say I go out, get out of my car, I go in the store. This is what I mean, all right? I get approached. Where you from? That happened a few times, but the normal shit I get is, you want to buy some tree? I got some tree for sale. You need anything? But if I was a white man and got out of my car, they wouldn't say anything to him. You get what I'm saying?
Every time I go places now, I can't tell who bangs what no more.
You can't.
I can't. You can't tell. I can't tell the North Daniel Sudan sometimes, man. It's a trip.
Nah, you can't, man. You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
You really can't. And that's when I first, because I lived in a Sudan neighborhood when I grew up out here, right? Wasn't no North Days over there. Even though I'm from Northern California, right? I've been here a majority of my life. I didn't hang around. They didn't go to the schools right there. And if they did, they weren't how they are now. You know what I'm saying? So when I had my first Northern encounter, let me tell you, I go to pump something. Get out the car. I'm at the gas station, right? I go in. I'm so used to these dudes having bald heads, wearing big dickies with the. I'm so used to that look. Man, dude, hold the door open for me, and he kind of dressed like me, and he had the long hair, and I'm like, good looking. He's like, it's all good, bro. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, you actually talk like me, bro. And I was just like, where you from? He said, I'm from Broderick. At the time, I didn't know what that was. And I found out, later on in life what Broderick was. And I just felt like I was able to identify then. Now, even with the Crips and Bloods, everybody wearing these tight ass pants and skin tight shirts. You can't tell who's who. And these is dudes that's walking around talking about they got 30s on them. You ain't got no 30 in them tight ass pants. I'd have saw it. Everybody want to be gangsters. I don't know if they want to be, fashion designers or gang members. I don't know. But being in Sacramento,
that's why they're carrying backpacks.
Well, see, the police are already out here. Rather, the police, you can't even rock those little side bags no more. Even if you got that, they want to know what's in that bag. They hemming you up. So, everything is played out now, man. But everybody, it's death out here, man. Straight up. You gotta carry if you're gonna live in this city, especially if you're gonna live in those certain neighborhoods.
It's turning into Stockton.
I think Stockton turning into us. It's Sacramento's been so. As far as I can remember, back 1998 here in Sacramento is when I, started getting out, and that's when the beef started happening with everybody, man. I mean, we got a gang called Oak. We got the Oak Park and Mac Road, Stars. They've been going at it since like 2002. And neither one of their main hood members, Mozzie and Lavish D, live in Sacramento anymore. But these dudes are still killing each other. Over what? The leaders is gone. The main shot callers are locked away for life or dead. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. If those dudes would come together and just say, look, let's just squash this. Those are the two main big hoods out here that beef with each other. You got little pockets here and there of everybody else, but those are the main ones. If Mozzie and Lavish D would just come together and do an album, it'll change the whole Sacramento changing whole. Because remember, those are the two main gangs. But you got these other groups that are tied in with them under alliance. You know what I'm saying? If those two click up, everybody else ain't gonna have a choice but to come together.
Though it seems like the street politics are dictated by the rap game.
Yep, that's what it is.
It's not the prison gangs out there really as much.
Nope,
it's the rap.
Not out here. It's the rap. Yep.
It's weird.
Exactly.
They wiggle different. They move different. They have different issues.
Yep.
And
then that even with rap, dude, like it's kind of scary to be a rapper nowadays. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you might make a couple of hits and thinking you good, and that's all she wrote. You dead. You know what I'm saying?
They're killing rappers left and right everywhere, man.
Yeah, it's sad. Either you get robbed or you get shot.
I check in you when I go Sac.
Oh man, it's good over here, man. Ain't no smut on my name is Sac, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. Ain't no checking in though, but you call, we can go, you know what I'm saying? Checking in where I don't fuck with. I don't mess with checking in. Make sure
you're checking the Swifty when you go down to LA, bro.
I
laughed my ass off when he said Kanye West, you're not welcome down here no more. I was like,
you gonna tell this goddamn millionaire where he can go? Like, you crazy?
Like, the hell, man.
But that's what he reminds me
of. He's gonna come here and say, hey, wash my car when he gets off the plane. Shit.
Hey, dude, remind me of 5'5" Crab. He remind me of that dude.
Oh, that's
kind of slow in the head, bro. Slow. That's another Charleston White of LA. Dude is slow. He's slow. That motherfucker slow. When I look at him, he say, what's he say? Gangland. That's Mozzie shit, bro. Like, choose your own. You don't even talk like a Southside. You act like you. I can't even say he act like he black because I'm trying to get that narrative out of my head. That act like you black shit. There's no such thing as act like you black. But he act like he moved like he hang out with the brothers, and I know he don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude is a fraud. He's a fake. But I don't speak on him because, like I said, I don't live out there. If he said anything about up here, I'm on him. I'm on him.
What C-Mac?
C-Mac, that's the lope, man. But dude is retarded.
I started watching him after a while. He was kind of funny, man.
Crap. He's slow, man. He's slow.
I feel bad.
He's
like
a
I'm
character.
I feel bad. Like I'm not trying to make fun of him and stuff. You mean it's just he's different.
Nah. C-Mac, C-Mac the lope, man. He different. And granted, when I first saw him, all I could think about was like them old school 1990s, 1980 Crips. He had that, that vibe to him. You know what I'm saying? He was stuck like, I want to be a Crip. Like, a kid grew up, he wanted to be a Crip and he tried to do
Yeah.
extras. That's what I saw. But he really from his hood, and he took the DP like a G, and it is what it is.
That's what it is.
Whether
right?
he's slow or not, whether they getting a check off of him or not, I don't know. Dude is slow, but he a Crip. He a slow Crip.
Well, we've been on for 30 minutes. This is a good conversation. I want to have you
Yes,
get back
sir.
on again. We'll do this
sure.
earlier because I told everybody I'm going to drop this. Next time we'll go longer.
Yeah, we can do that, man.
So, hey, you guys, tap in, man. Jay the Realist on YouTube.
Oh, Jay Realist TV.
Jay Realist TV.
Jay Realist TV.
Jay Realist TV. I mean, you guys probably, I know a lot of you guys have seen him because you guys all sent the video to me.
Wait, what video? What video?
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm not trying to stir the pot, man.
I got you, man.
You know
I
what
got you. I follow you.
You know what I mean? I try to, I try not to stir the pot, man. But yeah, I seen the videos. I mean, you're funny.
Yeah. I just be myself, man. I just
Most
be
definitely,
myself.
Man. Hey, but you know what, man? I like the conversation we had, man. I think
Yes, sir.
This is what this channel is about, man. This is a little different than the Converse perspective, and these are the type of conversations I'm trying to have because we're discussing stuff. I mean, and that's the only way you can come up with different ideals, different solutions, and different understandings too.
Yep.
Because not everybody's going to feel the same way about certain things, man. You know what I mean? I want to appreciate having you up. Anything else before we leave?
Yeah. That was another thing. A lot of people aren't going to, agree with you. And that's one of the reasons. So a while back, I got off YouTube for about 3 weeks. I got off. There was people hitting me up on my emails. Like they found me on Facebook and they was just going at me, trolls.
They take it serious, huh?
They do, man. I got off of YouTube for about 3 weeks. I had to really step back because I'm like, hey, like, so, but I'm back, man. I figured out how to block people. So it's all good now, man.
You know what you can also do? Go to the communities part. You can block certain words.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So they'll never even, the comments won't even come up.
Okay. Yeah.
So for you trolls that are wasting your time making those accounts and putting stuff, it's never going to come up.
Yeah, man, they made a lot. I don't know if it was one person or a few, but I'm like, man, I only got a few hundred subscribers. Like y'all attacking me, but usually it was all good, man.
Usually it's like 1 or 2 people that have about 20 different accounts.
Wow.
The ticket.
I didn't know that. So you get them too, then?
Probably from the same purple. You know what I mean?
But yeah, man, I appreciate you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. This is a good conversation.
Yeah, for sure, man. We gotta do it again.
Jay, the Realist TV.
Jay Realist.
Jay Realist. I keep on messing up, man. Fuck.
Well, because that's my email, Jay the Realist. That's my
why.
email. That's my email. Yeah, okay. Jay the Realist. That's my email.
Jay Realist TV, man. Tap into him, man. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty funny. But he's also an independent thinker on issues. He thinks the way he wants to think, and you got to respect it.
That's it, man. That's it.
Bam. Let me see. It's going to stop right now.